going on there, guys? We back with another one. Want to talk about this guy, Alan Hahn, who took shots at Kwame Brown on today. Now, Kwame has his response already on his channel. Go check that out as Kwame has dismantled him, broke down what level he played at and all that. But again, they're analyzing the Luka Doncic trade, and what Alan Hahn was saying was you have to wait, to see if the trade is a success, which I agree one way or the other, right? Because AD ain't chopped liver as far as a player, so I think that's kind of gotten lost in a lot of the conversations. But he did use this to talk about Kwame Brown, and we're going to look at exactly what he said, and I'm going to bring some facts to the table. Let's check it out.
Is the Mavericks trade already a failure?
How could it possibly be a failure? How many players did they play? 3?
Well,
can you? I'm with Monica. Give it time. You have to see it play out before you start calling something an absolute failure. There's no absolute here. Anthony Davis is not 40 years old at the end of his career. This is not Kwame Brown for Pau Gasol. This is a really good player who probably fits with Kyrie and the way they want to play a lot better.
But
and they don't have to pay him $350 million.
Championship. The man's hurt. He played 2 quarters.
Okay, again, is this his last season, or is he going to be back next year?
Got hurt.
There's no way this is a failure.
Right now, though.
Yes.
We talk about the duration of what Anthony Davis' contract is currently right now, how it's constructed. But when I looked at this team, when they went and played the Houston Rockets in that first game, and AD and Max Christie combined for 49 points, I said, whoo. I basically had right then and there the Dallas Mavericks going to the Western Conference Finals.
Now, you see the look on Monica McNutt's face, right? She knows that Kwame is going to get Alan Hahn on YouTube. She already seen what was about to happen. But we're going to go back and revisit some of the facts of this trade, because they're talking about it as if it was a 1-for-1 trade, and they're painting it that. Let me just say this: if you have trade value in the NBA for kids coming up, if other teams even want you, right, that says something about what you've done in your career. But we're going to look at the details of that trade again. It says, on February 1st, 2008, the Los Angeles Lakers swung a franchise-altering trade with the Memphis Grizzlies that netted all-star big man Pau Gasol and a second-round draft pick in exchange for Kwame Brown, Javaris Crittenton, Aaron McKie, the draft rights to Marc Gasol, and first-round picks in 2008 and 2010. So, again, I'm going to say, was this trade what? Like, they're trying to paint it as this all-time bad trade, right? Marc Gasol ended up being an intricate part of the grindhouse. Him, Zebo side by side was a problem in the Western Conference for many years. And I think Mark, was he a rookie back then? Aaron McKie, guys, he was aging a little bit at that point, but Aaron McKie was a good vet. Played with Allen Iverson in Philly, if you guys remember. I know one playoff game, I believe, was out one game, and Aaron McKie took over, scored about 38 points, I believe. Javaris Crittenton, class of, I want to say he was in the 06 class, coming out of high school. He was a McDonald's All-American, still seen as a guy with some potential at that stage. He hadn't been out of college too long. And Kwame went on to play many years. What I don't understand is still using like Kwame as a punchline. Like, we've had players like Anthony Bennett who didn't even have a long career. Kwame had a long career. Several teams battled through injuries. And also, when you watch the games, right, and you see Shaq and certain people get the position they want every single time, Kwame was one of the players that would make it very hard for big-time dominant centers just to push him under the rim. If you know anything about basketball, and I played, at the JUCO level, did some NCAA scouting and many things around the game of basketball. At that level, when you're defending, there's value into making the catch uncomfortable. You don't let dominant players catch the ball. Anybody that know basketball will tell you that's too late. For those dominant players, you're already pushing them off the block, you want to make them catch it from far away from the basket as possible. And that's one of the things, man, that Kwame did really, really well, even with the injuries at that point in his career. And so for Alan Hahn, a D2 player, you know, played at a higher level than I did, obviously. But again, I tore my Achilles, right? But I worked out with some D2s, D1s, and the D2 wanted me to come back. I just didn't have, and it was a top 25 D2 as well. Like, it was a legit D2, and my ankle, I couldn't go no more. You know what I'm saying? So, but I say all that to say there's an agenda just to pull Kwame name out at this point. It's been so many years, right? It's been so many years later. Why is Kwame Brown the first name that he thought about? It's been so many trades and transactions since then. And, for the Grizzlies organization, I don't know if Kwame played a game for them or not, but I know he did play for Charlotte and some other places, I believe, after that. But for the Grizzlies, they got Marc Gasol, they got his brother in return. So that's what they never say about the trade. And some of those other players went on to play for other teams. And it benefited everybody. That's my thing with that. Because the Grizzlies won't about to win no championship or nothing with Pau Gasol either. So let's not just paint it like that. And there was other moving parts. Marc Gasol went on to win Defensive Player of the Year. He was a problem down low. Bigger, stronger version of his brother. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just wanted to share that, guys, and tell the whole truth about that trade. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.